I hear you on the point that Donald Trump is a particular character in American history, but it does overall eat it away at America's reputation in the same way that pulling out of accords like the Iran nuclear deal or the Paris climate agreement. I mean, it's about taking America seriously here. And if the president of the United States, regardless of how comical a character he is doing this kind of stuff, one wonders how seriously our allies want to take us when it comes to intelligence sharing.
Well, there's no doubt about that. I don't think I called him comical. I don't find him comical. But I do think, I mean, one way of thinking about what you just said is how damaging it would have been to our relationships with countries all over the world if we'd reelected Donald Trump president of the United States. They wouldn't have believed it, and I think it would have destroyed our reputation. On the other hand, I've just come back from a month in Colorado, traveling all over the state, talking about the infrastructure bill that we passed, talking about the bipartisan postal reform bill and bipartisan gun bill and bipartisan veterans bill that we've passed, the CHIPS bill, which is the first bill since Reagan was president, where we said, you know what, we're not just going to privilege people that want to make stuff as cheaply as possible in China over lots of other interests that we have. And then the most important climate bill that any government has passed. I mean, think about what that message is to the rest of the world versus the chaos that Donald Trump represented, to say nothing of the kind of law-breaking potentially that you see in the case of what's going on in Mar-a-Lago now. So my point is the standard of success here should not just be, did you steal classified documents from Washington, take them to your beach club? The standard of success is, can we overcome the chaos of the Trump years, restore our democracy in a way that makes it work again for the American people and create an economy that when it grows for everybody? I think we can, and I think we will.